गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे हरे जय निताय गौर सुंदर जय निताय गौर सुंदर निताय गौर सुंदर जय निताय गौर सुंदर जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय श्रील गुरुदेव जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र शत श्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय हरे कृष्णा पंचांग प्रणाम्स
Hare Krishna, Mataji, you can continue. Or if somebody else wants to do it, because I don't think the speaker has joined yet. Thank you
Okay,
so much,
fine.
Mataji. Hare
Sure,
Krishna.
Mataji. So once the speaker joins, you can just put a message in the chat
Yes,
box.
I will put a message, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yasya prasadat Bhagavat prasado, Yasya prasadan nagati kutopi, Yasya prasadat Bhagavat prasado, Yasya prasadan nagati kutopi, ध्यायान्स्तुवांस्तस्य यशस्त्रिसन्ध्यं वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दं वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम्.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, Prabhuji has joined. Thank you so much for such a beautiful nightingale voice, Mataji. It sets the mood of Bhagavatam, Mataji, for all of us. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, but I missed it.
Hare Krishna.
Sorry
But I
for the
missed
misunderstanding, Prabhu. Sorry for the
Yeah.
misunderstanding. Thank you so much for joining, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. But I missed the nightingale voice. You said, huh? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev.
Jai, Jai, Jai. But I will hear in the recordings anyway. So, I was waiting here since 9:25. Am I audible? Is clear?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So shall we start?
Yes, Prabhu. Hari bol.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaivam Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nastapaya Subhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistagi Om Janmandasya Tvanvayadi Tartaha Charte Swahabhigya Swarat Tene Brahmryadi Kave Muhyanti Yata Surya Tejo Vardimidam Prabhinimayo Yati Sargo Amrisham Bhavna Sanagda Narastakopam Satyam Paramam Dharma Pojit Kaitwatra Paramo Nimatsarana Pratam Vedyam Matuvasta Shivdam Prapatrayo Namolinam Srimad Bhagavat Mahamuni Kate Kim Va Paradeshwara Sadhya Hridavadate Kritivi Shishya निगम कल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं संयुतं पिबत भागवतं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भाव हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So the sloka number which has been forwarded to me is 4512 to 4520. Is right?
Yes,
4512.
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Haribol.
So we will first read a sloka and all 20 sloka. Then we'll read the meaning of the sloka and then we'll try to understand further. बहवैवम् उद्विग्न द्रोषोच्यमाने जनेन दक्ष्य मुहुर्महात्मनः उत्पेतुरुत्पातत्मा सहस्रशो भयावह द्विवि भूमौ च पारक्या. Is it paryaka? Further, तावत् स रुद्र अनुचरैर्महामखो नानायुधैः वामनकैरुदायुधैः पिङ्गैः पिशङ्कः मकरोदराननैः पर्याद्रवद्भिः विदुरान्तवरुद्धत. केचित् भवन्जुः प्राग्वामन् पत्नीशालां तथा परे सदाग्निध्रशालां च तद्विहारं महानसम्. रुरुजो यज्ञपत्राणि तथैक्यग्निन् अनाशयन् कुण्डेष्वमुत्रयन् केचित् विविधुर्वेदी मेखलाः अवाधन्ता मुनिन्नन्ये एके पतने अतर्जन् अपरे जगृहु देवान् प्रत्यासन्नान् प्रलयितान् भृगुं बबन्धमानिमां वीराभद्रा प्रजापतिं चन्देशः पूषा नामदेवं भगं नन्दीश्वरो अग्रहित. सर्व एव तिजो दृष्ट्वा सदास्याः स दिवौकसः तैरर्ध्यमानाः शुभ्रां ग्रावभिनैकधा जुह्वातः शुभहस्तस्य अस्मश्रूणि भगवान् भवः भृगोः लुलुञ्चे सदसि यो अस्य चमाश्रु दर्शयन्. लास्ट श्लोक. भग्यस्य भगस्य नेत्र भगवान् पातितस्य रूषा भुवि उज्जहार सदा स्थितो कृष्णाय सपन्तम् अशुचत. भगस्य नेत्रे भगवान् पातितस्य रुषा भुवि Ujjahara Sadasto Akshana Yah Shapanta Mashu Suchata till 4:5:20. Now, in these slokas, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like 7, 8 slokas, 12 to 20 is like 8 sloka, na? So, in this sloka, meaning right from sloka number 4:5:12 is while all the people talked amongst themselves, Daksha saw dangerous omens from all sides, from the earth and from the sky. We are enveloped between earth and the sky. So the sign of dangerous omens from all sides, Daksha saw. This conversation is going on in between Maitreya Muni and who? Vidura. So Maitreya says to Vidura, my dear Vidura, all the followers of Lord Shiva surrounded the arena of sacrifice. They were of short stature and were equipped with various kinds of weapons. Their bodies appeared to be like those of sharks, blackish and yellowish. They ran all around the sacrificial arena and thus began to create disturbances. Some of the soldiers pulled down the pillars which were supporting the pandal of sacrifice. Some of them entered the female quarters, Patni Shala. Some began destroying the sacrificial arena and some entered the kitchen and the residential quarters. They broke all the pots made for use in sacrifice, and some of them began to extinguish the sacrificial fire, Agni. Some tore down the boundary line of the sacrificial arena, and some passed urine on the arena. Some blocked the way of the fleeing sages. Some threatened the women assembled there, and some arrested the demigods who were fleeing the pandal. They were, running away, fleeing. Fleeing means running away, right? The pandal. Maniman, one of the followers of Lord Shiva, arrested Bhrigu Muni, and Birbhadra, the black demon, arrested Prajapati, Daksha. Another follower who was named Chandesha arrested Pusha, and Nandishwara arrested demigod Bhaga. There was a continuous shower of stones, and all the priests and other members assembled at the sacrificial were put into the immense misery. For fear of their lives, they dispersed in different directions. They started, running away in different directions. Birbhadra tore off the mustache of Bhrigu, mustache of Bhrigu, who was offering the sacrificial oblations with his hands in the fire. Birbhadra immediately caught Bhaga, who had been moving his eyebrows during Bhrigu's cursing of Lord Shiva, and out of great anger thrust him to the ground and forcibly put out his eyes. आंख निकाल लिया, put out his eyes. Hare Krishna. So, is it okay? 20 up to 20 now? Okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
So,
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, normally we do 5 shlokas, but whatever Mataji must have messaged you, we can do that.
Hare Krishna,
yeah,
Mataji, I just checked, it is till 20 only.
Okay, Hare
yes,
Krishna.
I know, till 20, because till 20 there is no purport. Mataji gave me till 20 because there is no purport. I can see there is one Mataji named Padma. Is this the same Padma? So, Padma Venkat Raman? Mataji?
No, Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji.
Okay, it's different Padma. Okay.
Yeah.
There is one Padma Mataji also. Anyway. So, say, this is the event being explained by the Maitreya Muni to Vidur Maharaj. Vidur Maharaj is in where? In Haridwar. Sound is clear? I'm not using my microphone, headphone, anything. So hopefully
Yes,
sound
Prabhu,
should
it
be
is
clear.
perfectly clear.
Okay. So Maitreya Muni is giving Bhagavat class to Vidur Maharaj in Haridwar, and he is narrating this story. And from the previous sloka, you might have understood the events, what has happened exactly. Prabhupada ji, who just now, which we have read the sloka translation by Srila Prabhupada, he chai. So before I say anything on this, I should pray from Guru and Gauranga. Om Ajnanatimrandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. In short, because already we are late. So, this is what is the learnings out of this event that we should try to focus. But there is one little purport in Sloka Sankhya 4512 by Srila Prabhupada. In this verse, Prabhupada says, in this verse, Daksha has been described as Mahatma. So this word has been taken, noticed by Prabhupada, and on that only Prabhupada starts mentioning single purport from these slokas which has been given to me to talk on. So let us first understand, Prabhupada has noticed this word Mahatma, and this word is written here, Jnanena Daksha Muhu Mahatmanah. Why Daksha has been addressed as Mahatma? Why descriptions of Mahatma has been given for Daksha? Prabhupada mentions the word Mahatma has been commented upon by different commentators in various manners. Viraghava Acharya, what is the name? Veer Raghav Acharya has indicated that this word Mahatma means steady in heart. Who is Mahatma? Whose heart is full of steadiness. Steadiness means there is no dualities, there is no chapalleta, there is no shakeable. Heart is not shakeable, unshakable heart is like a Mahatma. That is to say that Daksha was so strong-hearted, but don't worry, this is in terms of criticism. Daksha was strong-hearted. How? Even when he saw in front of Daksha himself, his daughter named Sati, wife of Lord Shiva, gave her body up. She left body she destroyed her body. Who? Sati. By saying this, still Daksha was unshaken from the heart. His heart, he was steady. His heart was, he could not even resist, he could not even stop the Sati, his self daughter, by seeing any wrong event, by seeing anybody is suiciding. So Daksha's own daughter did suicide, but still Daksha was strong-hearted. Even when his beloved daughter was prepared to lay down her life, he was steady, he was unshaken, he could not stop, he could not speak, he could not do anything, he could not interfere. But in spite of his being so strong-hearted, he was perturbed when he saw the various disturbances created by the gigantic black demon. Who was the black demon? Black demon was none other than the destructive form of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva took his some hair out of his long hair, jata, Shivji ka jata is all famous. So he just tore up one jata and threw on the ground. From that, one Veerbhadra appeared. So that is a part of his body only. And the color was completely blackish. And this gigantic black demon, Veerbhadra, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur remarks in this connection that even if one is called Mahatma, a great soul, unless he exhibits the symptoms of Mahatma, he should be considered Duratma if someone is not showing the symptoms of Mahatma. Or a degraded soul. In Bhagavad Gita 9:13, the word Mahatma describes the pure devotees of the Lord. Mahatmanu tu mam partha daivim prakritim asritah. A Mahatma is always under the guidance of eternal energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And thus, how could such a misbehaved person as Daksha be Mahatma? Mahatma is always under protections of, under the guidance of, under the, complete obedience of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But here, Daksha has been denoted with the one word called misbehaved person. Why Daksha is misbehaved person? We will discuss later, but let us first finish this purport. A Mahatma is supposed to have all the good qualities of the demigods. And thus, Daksha, lacking those qualities, could not be called Mahatma. Then why Mahatma has been named after Daksha in this sloka? So he should instead be called Duratma, but it is written Mahatma. Duratma means degraded soul. Mahatma means great soul. Mahatma means great soul. Duratma means degraded soul. The word Mahatma has been described. The qualification of Daksha is used sarcastically. Somebody has raised a hand. Anything you want to say? Who has raised a hand?
No, Prabhuji. Usually,
yeah,
usually
Prabhuji,
the
they raise
audience.
hands for reading and all. So that's fine, Prabhuji. We'll take the questions in the end, Prabhuji.
Okay. Fine.
Hare Krishna.
So this is the only purport Prabhupada has been written in the first sloka of today's class, 5.4.12. So only one word which has been commented by Prabhupada is the Mahatma, and it is true. But other side, I am not overlapping Prabhupada's statements or the purport, but I am just putting my opinion on the other side. If Daksha is not a Mahatma, then why Daksha become Prajapati? Can Brahma do this mistake that a Duratma, will he make a Duratma as a Prajapati? Will he make Duratma as a Prajapati? No.
No, Prabhuji.
So Daksha has been appointed as Prajapati. It means Daksha was a great soul, of course. This is a proof. So if this word, if Sila, who has written this? Vyasdevji. If Vyasdevji has written the word Mahatma for Daksha, it can be taken in both ways, either as a sarcastically or yes, Daksha was a Mahatma, was a great soul, was a sadhu, was eligible to become Prajapati. Sometimes it happens that we are qualified to hold such and such positions, but then after some time, in the pride and proud of this position, we start behaving like a Duratma, isn't it? See, there are so many people, they work hard, they pass examination, they become IAS, IPS, or any position or anything in life, doctor or engineer or whatever you say, profession, even advocates or whatever. So till the time they become, they join their profession, highly respectable position. Till that time they are Mahatma only, they are good student only, they are laborious, they are hardworking, they are genius. That's why he cracked these final examinations and become high professional and administrative officers, IAS, IPS, whatever. But then what happens? Till you get the license, you will be very obedient. But then when after getting license, after some time, become rash driver. Why? You have already license. You have got the license. So it is sometimes it becomes a phenomena of a jiva that once they acquire a position, like Daksha becomes a Prajapati, and this Daksha was been elected to appoint as a Prajapati by Lord Brahma, then there was a ceremony. The ceremony was what? Welcome ceremony. You know, there is a welcome ceremony and there is a farewell ceremony. There are two ceremonies. When you join, it becomes welcome ceremony. When you resign, it becomes, or when you retire, it becomes farewell ceremony. Aate samay or jate samay, both times there is a ceremony. So Daksha, when appointed by Lord Brahma, it was a great ceremony was been organized in the Devloka. Among the demigods, they organized big festival ceremony to welcome, to praise Daksha Maharaj, Mahatma Daksha. Everyone was sitting in the meeting assembly of all the demigods. Brahma was not there, I think. I was also not there, so I don't know whether Brahma was there or not, but I think Brahma was not there. Many other devatas were there, demigods, demigoddess, Devi or Devta were there. Many Maharshis were there, Rishis were there, Devarshis were there. Rishi, Maharshi, Devarshi, everyone were present there in that assembly. Now, Lord Shiva was also there. That I know Lord Shiva was there, you know. Lord Shiva is Mahadev, chief demigods. So, But Lord Shiva, wherever Lord Shiva is there, he always enchanting the Lord name and always absorbed in meditation. That is his nature, Lord Shiva nature. We have to learn some quality from our great Vaishnava, which is none other than Lord Shiva. Vaishnava namitha sambho. So it is not only Daksha is doing such mistake, but such mistake has been done by so many other demigods also. In Bhagavatam also, in Bhagavatam 2, there is another incident happened that he started abusing Lord Shiva, and he got punished by Lord Mata Parvati. You know that who was in the Bhagavatam? Chitraketu, no?
Chitraketu.
Vitrasur. Who?
Yes,
He became
Vitrasur.
Later on he becomes Vitrasur.
Later he
After
became.
that is the curse, you know. When Parvati cursed to what is her name? He became Vitrasur.
Chitraketu.
Chitraketu, yeah. So that was one incident. And not even this, there are so many other incidents where Lord Shiva was being criticized because of his sadhu swabhava. Vaishnava is always remains in sadhu swabhava. So Lord Shiva is just keeping quiet, and when Shiva is not having to do anything in the assembly, whether the assembly be hundreds and thousands of demigods and men and rishis and munis, siddhas, gandharvas, but he will simply keep chanting. Though he is in the sabha, but he will close eyes, and the moment he closes eyes, he goes in dhyana, meditation, and he keeps chanting and focusing the lila. Ram is his. So he Ram Nam keep chanting. So this is his behavior. Now in this sabha, the chief guest of this sabha enters in this assembly. Who is the chief guest, you know? In demigods sabha, who was the chief guest?
Daksha.
Daksha, Prabhu.
Of course, Daksha, because it was in his honor, you know. This sabha was organized in his honor, honoring the position as a Prajapati. So Prajapati actually has a power to decide what to give to whom or what not to give to whom. Which god will get his position, his part of this yajna, which god will not get part. So the Daksh Prajapati has a right to distribute the remnants of yajna. You know the remnants of yajna. So when he enters, everyone stood up, everyone greeted Daksha. Someone did namaskar, someone did dandvat, someone did, you know, jai jaikar, Maharaj Daksh ki jai, Maharaj Daksh ki jai, Mahatma Daksh ki jai, Naye Prajapati Daksh ki jai. You know, it was happening like this. So according to the age wise, according to the position wise, someone greeted, someone hugged him, someone just shake the hand, someone just wave the hand, someone different ways they welcome Daksha in that assembly. But one person could not even see Daksha, or he could not even stood up and welcome Daksha. And that was none other than Lord Shiva. Now, do you think Lord Shiva did it by willfully? Do you think that the Mahan Vaishnava na Maha Yatha Sambho, Vaishnava always greets, even Vaishnava always cares, and cares the ants even. Vaishnava bow down in front of everyone. Do you think that Lord Shiva will not go down. And that Lord Shiva is the none other than Daksha himself, what? Son-in-law. Lord Shiva is son. So Daksha is not, Shiva was not even some ordinary or some other distant demigods. No, he was the relatives also. So Daksha has double cause to be angry upon the Lord Shiva. Not single cause that he could not welcome, he could not stood, he could not, greeted like other demigods. But he got the reason that even he is my son-in-law. Son-in-law is equal to son only. So being my son, Shiva, he did not greeted his father-in-law, but then father-in-law, same thing. That top of the angry, reason. Now Daksha sat down, everyone became calm. And still, Lord Shiva was not awake from the meditation. What happened? He was not aware of it. But then, when he become fully aware of what is happening now, when there were some discussions going on among the demigods, and when even Daksha himself started calling Lord Shiva, then Lord Shiva came into the consciousness, outer consciousness, external senses, and then he saw Daksha was there. Shiva did not get even chance to fold his hand and bow down in front of Daksha, but then Daksha was just, without having even single breath stop, he was just he was firing on Lord Shiva and started abusing so many things. This could be a test for Daksha also. And maybe Lord Shiva has gone into meditation in such a deep state where he could not saw Daksha. Or maybe if he felt that Daksha has come in the assembly, then he did not greet it, maybe willfully, just from the will of the Lord. Sometime Krishna, sometime Lord Shiva does what Lords instruct him to do. Lord instructed him to do, and that Lord Shiva does, because Lord Shiva was being instructed to go and preach Mayavad. And Lord Shiva came himself as Srimad Shankaracharya to preach Mayavad. Mayavad means the hidden devotional services. You have to preach the devotional services, but not openly, hiddenly. So you have to put in front of Maya so that the devotional service will be hidden out. And this way you have to preach. Like that, Krishna instructs to Lord Shiva, and because of that instruction, Lord Shiva has to come as a Srimad Shankaracharya. So this keep happening when the master, orders or instruct to the Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva perform in that way. So what happened, God knows. But then, what God knows, Krishna knows that what exactly happened, whether he went into deep meditation state, or whether he pretended to be meditated and he could not, that's why he could not greet it, or he willingly could not greet it. So that Krishna knows. But then somehow or other, maybe it is a test for the Daksha, because Daksha become Prajapati, and the person who becomes a Prajapati has to fulfill with the so many divine qualities. So it could be a test also, whether Daksha has this quality or not. If Daksha has not this quality, then accidentally he became, he has to what? He has to suffer. He has to suffer becoming pseudo Prajapati. You know, pseudo Prajapati? Understand the word called pseudo Prajapati? Jhoot moot ka, you know. Sometimes happens, people have no qualification, but they become accidentally, you know. So whether it was an accidental Prajapati or real Prajapati, that only can be understood by seeing the qualities. But thus Prajapati was really failed upon this test, if it is all understood that if it is a test of the Lord. Otherwise, there is no point that a Vaishnava, great Vaishnava, Lord Shiva, cannot greet his own father-in-law. And that also in the position of Prajapati. It is impossible. So probably one thing is only comes out that it is the desire of Krishna, it is desire of the master of Lord Shiva that Shiva should take the test. Then everyone sat down, and then Daksha started saying, you all know that we should not invite a person who is not sober, who is not good in behavior, who should not dilute the quorum of this meeting, and such kind of misbehavioral people should not sit among us. Every demigods started watching here and there. Who is among us who is so mischievous, misbehavior, whose behavior is so, who is such God? Everyone started looking to each other. And while all the demigods they started talking actually. Ban, 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 you know that? Huh? So whole Sabha assembly become full of noise. Now when it is a full of noise, then how you can remain in meditation? Lord Shiva broke his meditation. He was chanting his Ishtadev name. And when he came in consciousness, he saw that everyone is talking each other and discussing as if there is some issues. In midst of this scene, Daksha stopped everyone and started saying, what you all are talking each other? Don't you see such kind of ugly faced this Lord Shiva? He is that kind of culprit. He is that kind of mischievous. He is that kind of unworthy of the society. He is not worthy to attend this meeting in the great Sabha. See his condition. He has taken dust of the crematorial ground. The dust of the jiva, when body, physical body, when they burn, the ashes they keep on the head, and they're keeping this cobra. Not cobra, it was not actually cobra, but then which nag Lord Shiva is keeping on his around the neck is what? The name of the nag?
Vasuki.
Vasuki. See, the Vasuki, always such a dangerous sharp, he is keeping in his head, and his full body is full of dust. He is not even touchable. And this is the situation he has started describing in a different way. Many other demigods started saying, oh, if Lord Shiva is so much ugly and bad and misbehavioral, then yet he is your son-in-law only. You are talking about your son-in-law. Don't you think all these qualities or disqualification or misqualification or unqualification of this Lord Shiva before you marry your daughter? Every demigod started asking. The questions was on Daksha's court. Daksha said, yeah, I have married it, but that was not my willingness. I was not agree for this marriage. Where is my daughter, so beautiful eyed, Mrignayani, my daughter, Sati, has been married by this, Bandar. मरकट अक्ष. शिव जी को क्या बोल दिया? what this Daksha called Shiva is Markat eye, Markataksh. Markataksh means the eyes of Bandar. His eyes looks like Bandar, monkey. I don't like him. I was not supposed to marry my daughter to this unclean man, dirty man. Sure. Then how you married it? That was a request of Brahma only. You see, Brahma is there. Oh, yes. Brahma was also present, I think. Because Daksha said, he asked from Brahma. He is here only. He only requested me. So Brahma was also present, but Brahma was on a little higher position, He was little up among all the Devtas. He was sitting higher. So he said, see, Brahma, you ask from Brahma, the father only. The father Brahma. He only requested me, he only proposed me, he only forced me rather to marry my beautiful daughter to Lord Shiva. Such a dirty man. Otherwise, I was not inclination of the marrying my daughter to the Shiva. Now, this story you might have heard so many times. We all have heard so many times this story. But then, what is the learning out of it? What is the take of this story? The take of this story is the pride. Upon getting the position, one shouldn't be proud. One should not think themselves. And the moment we become proud or full of self-worthiness, self-richness, self-respectness, self-positioned, self-elected, self-victorious. Out of this, one has greatest chance to become, buddhihina, unintelligent. He lost the thinking. Okay, Brahma instructed you to marry your daughter to Lord Shiva, but then at that time, why didn't you discuss with Lord Brahma that, why you are saying to marry Shiva? Because at that time you show the qualities of Shiva, but now you are seeing the dirtiness of Shiva. And then at that time you could have discussed, but that time he was in his own intelligence. He was fixed in his own buddhi. That time he married because he considered Brahma's instructions of worth marrying Lord Shiva. But now why the same Lord Shiva became unworthy? So what is the difference? Difference is at that time Daksha was situated at the marriage time of Sati. Daksha was situated in his own good intelligence. But now his intelligence got wetted with his own ghamanda. Ghamanda? You all understand ghamanda? इतना तो हिंदी पता होगा ना आप लोगों को?
Pride.
Pride. So his intelligence has got wet with the pride. And that's why he lost the same intelligence what he had been thinking before marrying the Sati to Lord Shiva. That time he found Shiva worth, but now Shiva became unworthy. Just because Shiva could not stand to welcome you, to greet you. लेकिन बाहर के पशु सब आके परेशान ना करें. हाँ ठीक है, मैं भी हूँ. ठीक है, ओके ओके ओके. धूप है क्या? हाँ ठीक है, गाय को बाहर कर दो, गाय को बाहर. ठीक है, ओके. Actually there is a what is this shloka? Uplabhya.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, Prabhuji, Brahma and Vishnu were not there, Prabhuji.
Acha, Brahma was not there?
In the next chapter, it is given in the shloka. Hare Krishna. Translation.
Yeah. But then, Yeah, but then Daksha was saying that that has to be asked by Brahma. So I thought if he's saying Brahma, then Brahma must be there anyway.
They all ran
But
to Brahma, Prabhuji.
they
It
all
is
ran to Brahma. It is also mentioned, but in some story says that Brahma, Daksha indicates Brahma that, oh, you see, ask from Brahma, Brahma is here only. So the story becomes changes due to Kal Veda. So maybe different Kal, different stories. So yes, even I think Brahma was not there because, but I am sure that I was not there. So now the take is that, see, one has one, see, the pride is such a weapon, enemitically, it becomes our self-enemy that it distract from the position. Now Daksha has to lose so many things, you see how Sati, because of that only, and not only he abused Lord Shiva, but then he decides, he spoke out to everyone that from today onwards, Shiva will not get his portion of the yajna. यज्ञ का भाग शिव को नहीं मिलेगा. He is not worth to get this. And this is the power of Prajapati. Prajapati can decide, because Prajapati is a representative of all Manushya who perform sacrifice. So to whom this sacrifice should be distributed, that has to be decided by Prajapati. So Prajapati has this power. So he said, no. From today onwards, this Shiva will not get his, portion, bhag, from any kind of yajna will be performed henceforth. Then, fine, Lord Shiva did not spoke anything. Rather, the Lord Shiva sitting next to Lord Shiva was Nandi. Nandi became angry upon listening about his Swami Shiva, that Daksha is, giving this kind of. So Daksha, he spoke. Then Bhrigu had started talking. Hey Daksha, why you, hey Nandi, why you are talking when there is a talk is going on between father and father-in-law and son-in-law, then you should not speak. You just keep quiet. You are a servant only. Servants should not speak up. Keep quiet. Sit down. And this way Nandi became angry. Nandi started cursing to Bhrigu. Then Bhrigu also cursed to Nandi. And then in Sabha, so many other demigods started cursing each other, like this happened. And then Shiva was very well chup chap, he was listening everything, and then he could not speak anything. He accepted whatever Daksha has cursed him or said, and the society was. Then Lord Shiva understood that this quarrelsome happened because of me, my presence here. So let's just quit this Sabha. And then Lord Shiva went on his home, to his home, and then Shiva, then Sabha. Now when Lord Shiva has come back, then Daksha started performing yajna, that and it is a rituals. After getting the oath, you have to perform the yajna. So in that yajna, everyone was showing his presence. All demigods with wife and children, kids, they were going to attend the yajna of Daksha. And then somebody on the way, and this Sati was watching everyone, that everyone is rushing. All the big chariots is going on towards the his father's loka, father's adobe, father's house, father's side. Then then Sati asks Lord Shiva, then everyone is rushing towards to attend my father's sacrifice. Let us go there. We should also go there. Lord Shiva said, no, I will not go, because Lord Shiva did not say that I will not go because there was a fight with Sati. I mean, with Daksha. He disrespected me. That's why I'm not going. That Lord Shiva did not say. Why? Because see, Vaishnava never take revenge. Vaishnava never take revenge, or Vaishnava never take their own what do you say, this gali galos or abusing things, somebody abused to Vaishnava, Vaishnava never take it to the heart, because in Vaishnava's heart there is always Lord Krishna is there. There is no space for worldly abusement. So Lord Shiva did not say to Sati that, I will not go because of your father fought me. There was a fighting with your father in the Saha. No. He did not say anything. He just mentioned that I will not go. Why will not go? Because in this yagya, I'm not going to get my portion. All demigods will get their portion. That's why they are going. But then I am not going to get anything from this yagya. Well, okay, you will not get. Why you will not get? Then Lord Shiva has to explain Sati that your father became annoyed with me upon my, I was so and so, I could not greet him or I could not stand, blah, blah. What happened? He told Shiva. And then he cursed me like that. And he said that there will no further sacrificial portion you will be getting. So I'm not getting. So I will not get in that pot. I will not go. And Devi Devtas, Khatra demigods, or these people are not coming when you don't give the portions of that god. So that is why when we do sacrificial yagya, havana, or any yagya we do, any puja we do, we always give to different demigods their portion. Like, this gun, that gun, Rudra, Maruta, Shiva, Parvati, Ganesha, and we are offering to many gods for their. And by this kind of sacrificial offerings, these are the food of the demigods. Demigods become nourished by getting the havan, havishya. How the demigods will be boosted, how they will be healthy if you will not sacrifice the yagna. So see, nowadays in Kali Yuga, people are not sacrificing yagna. That is why the coordinations between the demigods and human almost lost. Even Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that human should perform yagna, and he should, with the yagna, demigods and human will be a mutual relation, so that they both will be benefited. Which sloka in Gita says Krishna like this? Anadvanti bhutani parjanyonya devta. You read that sloka. What is the? Can you find the sloka number in Bhagavad Gita? Anadvanti bhutani. Just type Anadvanti bhutani, you will get the sloka number. So the human is made of anna, and anna is getting from rain, and rain happens because of the yagna, and in this way demigods and human gets coordinated in a mutual relation of giving and taking. Right?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Chapter 3, verse 14, Prabhuji. Annat bhavanti bhutani parjanyat anna sambhava yagyat bhavati parjanyo yagyat karma samudbhava.
Yes, yagya karma samudbhava. Yeah. So in 314, na?
Yes, Prabhuji.
In 314 it is written. Now, what it is first, now it is further, you go to the next sloka. What it is said is karma brahmodbhavam vidhi brahma akshar samudbhavam atasmat sarvagatam brahma nityam yagya pratishitam. That's why Krishna says there should be daily yagya. Yagya should be performed daily. Why? Because yagya produces this and rain. And with the help of rain, we get food, grains. And with that grains, it is a cause of existence of the living being. And that yagya karma is being happened for whom? Brahmodvam vidhi, Brahma akshara samudbhavam. And this happens from the Vedas. And for whom? Akshara samudbhavam, Avinashi Paramatma, from the Supreme Personality. And this becomes Siddha. To Sarvatam. That is why there should be yagya always. Now, Problem is, in Kali Yuga, people forget doing yajna. Even Harinam yajna is not being happen. And other than the Harinam yajna, what yajna can be done so accurately? Nothing is available pure. Brahmana is not pure. Ghee is not pure. What not? Then mantra is not pure. Pronunciation is not pure. So even Harinam yajna is not happening. So because of this, the human society entirely, they lost coordination of mutual relations of giving and taking from demigods. And that's why people are suffering also. So this act of sacrifice is very, very important. And Shiva said then, okay, I will not get this sacrifice. My portion is not there because your father has barred me from this, disqualified. Then why I will go? I will not go. But still Sati insists, no, we should go. I said, no, I will not go. If you, whatever, I think you also should not go. But you are totally free. You don't feel that I'm stopping you. If you want, then you can go, but then I will not go. He just kept his eyes closed and went in meditation. Sati decided to attend without Shiva. Sati decided to attend his father's sacrificial ceremony without Shiva. And that was another mistake by Sati. Because if at any ceremony, if you go without your husband, you will not get the respect for sure. Whether it be your own father's events or brother's events or any relative's events, if your husband is not going, a wife should not go. They will not get, the chances are the wife will get hurt. Chances are wife will get, offended. Or maybe wife will not get the respect. Hare Krishna. So Sati should not go to attend, but she went. Why? Out of love, out of not love, but out of attachment. What kind of attachment Sati was having? Sati was having attachment of meeting the own kith and kins, meeting the own sister and brothers and relatives and friends. Many relatives and friends will attend, because the events, the events are the only, festivals are the only things where all their relatives, our relatives assembles, gathers. Otherwise, who meets? In some marriage or in some different events, life events, we get together. So being Sati was, Sati was a woman in nature. So the women cannot tolerate such separation, such opportunity to meet their loved ones, relatives. And so out of this attachment, Sati went to attend. Otherwise there was no, she wanted to meet her mother, she wanted to meet her all sisters who will also come to attend that yagna and all this. And it happened very well. But Sati, when she went there, she met Goswami ji mentions that how she meets his her mother, her sister, and everyone he meets. Satiji meets. But then when Sati saw his father, Daksha, and when especially she saw that in Yajna there is no portion of Shiva, but she was knowing that Oh, I think Shiva did not spoke all these quarrelsome incidents. Shiva never spoke, I think. He just said that, oh, I will not go because I'm not going to get the bhag. And that was surprising for Sati. Then Sati saw herself that there is no bhag of Shiva. There is no bhag of Shiva means she understood that Daksha has done something, Daksha has enmity. Arthat, Sati father has somehow some enmity. That is why her father is not giving the portion of yajna to her husband, Lord Shiva. So she could guess it because otherwise her father will give to every demigods the portion of yajna. Why not Shiva? Means Shiva has some from the Shiva he has some problem. He has some disrespect for Shiva, and then Sati become angry. And Sati said to her father that you are my father. I am born out of your body. I am born out of your body, and you have a enemy. You have made enemy to Shiva. You know who Shiva is? Do you understand who Shiva is? The two letters name Shiva, if someone chants at the time of death, even they get liberated. And that Shiva, who is dearmost to Lord Krishna, who is dearmost to Lord Rama, who is the eternal Vaishnava, Agrgani Vaishnava, he is someone who always becomes pleasing upon little offering. And that Shiva, you are creating enmity. You are a Shiva Drohi. Sati said, you are a Shiv Drohi. And I don't want to be called the daughter of Shiv Drohi. Now, henceforth, I don't want to continue my body, which is a part of your body, which is produced from your body. I will destroy this body. I have no, I don't will to continue. I don't wish to continue this body as a Shiv Drohi body. I don't want to be fame like Sati is a Shiva Drohi daughter. Shiva Drohi daughter. This is something shame for me. And that's why I'm going to quit my body. And this, everything, all the incidents was being, and Daksha did not stop her daughter. He never consoled his daughter. She never stopped her daughter, his daughter, no? And in front of the Sati just jumped into the sacrificial fire. And she gave up her life and body. Lord Shiva, when he heard this situation, Lord Shiva became angry. Then he just took his portion of one jata and threw on the earth. Then Birbhadra came and Birbhadra went and he started destroying the things. And those destructions has been mentioned in these sloka, which today we have studied. In 12 sloka, 13 sloka, 14 sloka, first Daksha saw that there is a big, from earth and the sky, something black is coming and all this like that. You understand? And then someone started going here and there, someone started fleeing. So some Birbhadra caught Daksha, and some other caught Bhrigu, some other caught any other devta. They went and they destroyed the quarters of the female quarters, like Patni Shala. Someone destroyed the entire pandal. Someone started pouring water and trying to finish the fire of the fire, and then not even that, some Shiva Anuchara, and they started even urinating in the sacrificial kunda, because they are Shiv Gana. Shiv Gana is who? Bhoot, Pret, this Daitya, Rakshas, these are the Shiv Gana. And for them, Yajna Bhagya is nothing. So this kind of destructions started happening, 15, 16 is such mentioned in that way. But then what is the learning point of this is, see, from the point of Daksha, he should not become angry. He should not feel pride. He should understand the Shiva's position. He should see that, oh, my son-in-law is in meditation. He should be more happy that his son-in-law is in meditation. But then he was so pride that he could not tolerate that my son-in-law should stand up. Sometimes when you come and your daughter or son could not see that you have come and he is not aware, he is not greeted you, what is the point of being so angry? So this was the mistake of Daksha. But then Lord Shiva also, and now Lord Shiva position is what, that even I don't know, but then Lord Shiva is a definitely Mahavaishnav. He cannot do this mistake. He cannot think of doing this mistake. But then it happened, maybe because of the inspiration of Lord himself, Lord Krishna, Lord Rama. That their inspiration, this intelligence happened. What behavior has been done by Lord Shiva? It is all Krishna's plan or maybe Krishna's inspiration. Now, other part of that is Sati. Sati portion is why this happened because of Sati. Sati was not supposed to go, but then Sati went. She could not listen the own husband advice that you should not go. When I'm not going, you should not go. So as a wife, one should understand that we should always obey the husband desire. Husband is putting some order on the wife is not like a restriction. It is just for the our own welfare. Bhalai ke liye hota hai. So there were so many mistakes happened all together in this incidents. And there are from different incidents, we have to learn in a different lessons. You know, this is the great, why this incidents has been included in Bhagavatam. Now understand, Bhagavatam has only 18,000 sloka. And there are so many incidents, very important incidents. Now even King Parikshit asks from Sukdev Goswami, please tell me the stories. Please tell me the tales which is related to direct Krishna, Bhagavan. Don't dictate or don't tell me any story which is not related to Krishna. That was the request in the beginning only from Parikshit Maharaj to Sukdev Goswami. As Sukdev Goswami dictates these stories written by Vyas Devji, and this story was involved in this Bhagavatam. They have been taken into this Bhagavatam, this story, means it is related directly to the who? Krishna only. Now, how this story is related to Krishna, I will just take your 5 minutes time. Is it okay? 5 minutes I will conclude. Is it okay?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Now coming to the squeezing point, like निचोड़ पे हम आते हैं, essence ये है, then how this topic is related to Lord Sri Krishna. How this topic is related to Uttama Sloka. Uttama Sloka is none other than Krishna. So then we can say Lord Shiva is none different than Krishna. Krishna is none different than Lord Shiva. So even Lord says that who is the enemy of Shiva cannot achieve me. Shiv Drohi can't achieve me. Hare Krishna. Shiv Drohi cannot achieve me. Shiv Drohi say I remain far off. Anyone who does offense in the feet of Lord Shiva or even in the name of Lord Shiva, I am far away from that devotee. So this is a kind of warning by including this incidents into the Bhagavatam that we should not be offensive to Lord Shiva. We should not create any offense to Lord Shiva. We should not take Shiva that is different from Krishna. Krishna will be pleased by offending Lord Shiva. And what happened? You will listen further. In further sloka, further speaker will tell you that then at the end of the yajna, the moment Shiva became happy, then Vishnu appeared there. So when there is a respect of Shiva, Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, Lord Rama, and all these, Vishnu Tattva, Krishna Tattva, Ram Tattva appears. But when till the time it is offense, no, one cannot. He cannot be manifested. Krishna cannot be manifested without respect, with the, of Mahavaishnav. Vaishnav Aparadh, Vaishnav Aparadhi ko Lord Sri Krishna cannot adopt, cannot benedict, cannot blessed, cannot be given prema, bhakti, those who creates enmity of Lord Shiva. So there are so many incidents, so many Puranas. Even if you go and read a book called Hari Bhakti Vilasa, where Lord Goswami, what is the name of Goswami? Hari Bhakti Vilas, written by Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami even mentions that several incidents that Vaishnava must observe Navaratri, Maharatri, Mahashivratri, Brat. Those who observe this and they become most dear to me, blah, 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 they mention, it is mentioned there. So, but then Shiva is not so much, Vaishnava is not seeking your respect. He's not expecting somebody give me respect. So like if somebody is not actually worshipping Shiva, that's fine. Shiva has no problem. But one should not disrespect Shiva. That is another thing. Vaishnava never wants to get padvi or man, samman, prestige, whatever. Vaishnava is not willing to get at all. But then Vaishnava should not be offended. This is also if Vaishnava, then Shiva will not do anything. Vaishnava never react on his offense. But then Krishna never excuses the offense done to Vaishnava. So this incident in the Bhagavatam has been included to understand the position of Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva should not be offended in any circumstances. Understood? So that's why this story, this incident has been included in Bhagavatam. Thank you very much. This much only I have to say on this, with the help of the Vaishnava only, and with the merciful
Hare Krishna
Prabhu from Lord and Guru and Gauranga. Thank you very much.
Wonderful class, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Devotees, we will not be taking any questions today because we are running out of time. We have to do Damodar Ashtakam also. Unless somebody has real one question, we can take one question, Prabhu. We can take one question. If at all anybody has any question, we can take one.
What
Prabhu,
question can be in this incident?
Yeah, but there's no raised hand, so I don't think anybody has a question. The explanation was totally very, very perfect. Prabhu, can you show us your altar if you are ready with it? Then we can do Damodar Ashtakam. Otherwise, it is okay, Prabhu. You can leave also. We do Damodar Ashtakam and then we leave.
Okay. You want you will do Damodar. Fine. So I will just take a part from you. Take a leave from you. Okay?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Pranam, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Jikisha Mataji, you can show your altar. I'll pin you. And who wants to sing the Damodar Ashtakam? Yesterday somebody did mention. Hare Krishna. Okay, Suma Mataji or Meenakshi Mataji, one of you all can sing the Damodar Ashtakam since nobody is.
Meenakshi
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna Mataji. Shall I say?
Maybe Hare Krishna.
I'll sing, Mataji.
Sindhu Mataji
Yes,
has raised
Meenakshi
her hand.
Mataji.
Yeah,
Yes,
Hare
please
Krishna.
carry on.
I'll sing
Please
today.
carry on.
Yeah. Sindhu Mataji
Yeah,
is singing?
Yes, Mataji.
Hari bol.
Shall I
Yes,
start?
Mataji. Yes, please. Yes.
Okay, Hari bol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Prajamanam. Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Prajamanam. Yashodhabhiyolokaladavamanam Yashodhabhiyolokaladavamanam Paramsham Matyanta Toto Trutya Gopya रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रयुग्मं मृजन्तं कराम्भोजयुग्मेन सातङ्कनेत्रम् मुहुश्वासकं पात्रीरेखान्तकन्ता स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिबद्धम् इति दृक्ष्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुन्दे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् अज्ञापयन्तम् तदीयेषिताग्नेषु भक्तजितत्वम् पुनः प्रेमतस्तं सतावृत्ति वन्दे वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षावधिं वा न चन्यं वृणेऽहं वरिसादपीह इदं देव पूर्णात् गोपालबालं सदा मे मनस्याभिराष्टं किमन्यै इदं ते मुखाम्बोजम् अत्यन्तनीलैर्वृतं कुन्तलैः स्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्या मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बरक्तादरं मे मनस्याविराष्टामलं लक्षलाभ्यै नमो देवदामोदरनन्तविष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाब्धिमग्नम् कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यातिदिनं बतानु गृहाणि क्षमामग्नं दक्षिदृश्य कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धमुद्यैव यद्वत् त्वयामुचितौ भक्तिभजौ कृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकाम्ये प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह नमस्ते स्तुदाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयोद्धरायात विश्वस्य दाम्ने नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमो नन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमो नन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरि बोल
Hari
हरे
Bol.
कृष्ण
Thank you
जय
so much,
राधा
Mataji.
दामोदर जय राधा दामोदर जय राधा दामोदर जय राधा दामोदर जय यशोदानंदन जय यशोदानंदन जय 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 प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय निताय गौर हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल
Hare Krishna. We'll do the prayers. Vansha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrind ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Damodar Ashtakam ki jai, Damodar Leela ki jai, Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Thank you all devotees. Thank you, Jigisha Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण
Thank you, Sindhu Mataji.